Hello, Aquarius. Funny running into you here. Welcome to SunshineSwan Intuition. My name is Kyliann. I am going to be doing your 2023 summer predictive reading. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with all Aquariuses. I am tapping into Aquarius Sun, Moon, and Risings. If you feel that this reading doesn't resonate, you can check out my other videos for your other placements and see if those resonate. And even if the specific message, Aquarius, doesn't specifically pertain to you, maybe there's just a little snippet of something or somebody comments something that is what you're looking for. Also, just, I heard as I was tapping into you, I did get this sense, and I just heard it again, you're in sort of a make it or break it type energy. And I think this summer you're either going to make it or break it, which I actually feel like both of those outcomes, whether you make it or you break it, they're both positive. I just do see like two very different, I feel two very distinct different paths. Like it could go one of two ways. And you know, like I said, this is general. If it doesn't resonate, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't, Aquarius. And I know that you are great at that. Your motto is I universalize. So I don't have to tell you that. But as I was pre-shuffling and tapping into your energies, the death card kept coming out multiple times. And the first time I saw it too, I was like, that is really important. And I feel that it is extremely important for you pertaining to this supposed make it or break it. Oh, I was going to say make it or break it season. So maybe for some of you it's work related, maybe it's relationship related. Even if it is relationship related, I don't see it being like a black or a white thing, like make it or break it, like you're gonna stay together or you're gonna break up. I don't feel that it's that. I just feel that it's one of two ways that it's going to go, and one is very different from the other. And neither of them are negative, so they're both positive. All right, first, Aquarius, we are going to tap into your current energies, strongest energies, to see if this reading is going to resonate for you. And then we will pull cards, and I'll do a spread to look at your summer prediction. What is going to happen to you this summer, 2023? We are already in June. I'm so happy. Summer is my favorite season. All right, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm not going to shuffle again because I was doing it before and they told me that it's ready. Okay. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, current energies. Current energies for Aquarius. That one, those two. Current energies for Aquarius. I feel really easy right now. Yeah. Current energies. Do you have one more? No? Okay. All right. So the very first one, 9 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. It's kind of like I've collected my 9 cups. The last one just creates a rainbow in the sky. That's what it is in the deck. The 10 of Cups is a rainbow in the sky of your cups. And 10 is completion. 9 is attainment, 10 is completion. I do feel like your current energy, you have come to the make it or break it moment. You have collected all of your cups. I'm hearing you've collected all your cups. Cups are related to water signs. It's also emotions, feelings, love. There's something interesting though that's sticking out to me in this card, and that it's his red hat matches his red socks. That is so something I would do in my like everyday fashion. But there's something about the matching hat and socks, like he's thought it through, like he intentionally bought the red socks to match the red hat. I feel like Aquarius, let's see, you also have the Four of Wands, which is a celebration. It could be marriage. To me, also 1111. To me, this is a marriage card. And marriage could just mean a union. It could mean a union with yourself, you and your higher self. It could mean a union between you and a partner. It could mean a union between you and a friend. It could mean you and a business partner, or even you coming into this like new realm of like a concept or a thought process or a single thought. But I'm feeling that it's like coming into union. The three that came, oh, look at you. You got the Magician. You got the Magician, Master of all of the elements, the Alchemist, Four of Swords, which is my respite card. So you guys are, to me, it's like, yeah, you kind of not completed a cycle, but you've come to a point where I feel like you're having a moment of clarity. King of Wands. You know what you want to create. You're the master of your domain when it comes to creating. And on the bottom of the deck, you did have, and I wasn't going to point it out, but it kept sticking out, the Six of Wands, which this to me is the wreath of victory. He's leading his troops to victory. So I feel like that's your current energy. And then the last one that popped out was the Hangman. The Hangman is upside down because he's trying to, quote unquote, change his perspective. He's trying to reach enlightenment. But other than that, you have a lot of, every single card that you have, especially these three, have the yellow, have the gold. Look at that. The gold in the King's Throne, the gold on your bed that you're resting on. Also, I love this. I don't know why, I really do like this card. It's like totally random, and it's not like a card that like people like for any particular reason. But I love this one because I feel like there's, I mean, you can read into all of the cards like any which way, but there's just something interesting about in the stained glass window in the top, somebody is being blessed. So I feel like you guys are kind of, you're in a, I just heard it, pole position. You're not in a neutral position. You are in this Magician era. This is you. You've attained what you wanted to attain. It's almost like, okay, you raised all the money, or you got all the funding for your project, or you found the perfect person, if it's a relationship. And now what you're going to do is you're going to decide how to execute spending of the funds, how you're going to delegate, if it is like a work project, and you, let's say you got the position or the leadership role. Now what you need to do is you need to draw up your project plans, like how are you going to delegate, you know, this and this project, or this power, like things like that. In a relationship, it's kind of like getting I want to say, like at the beginning of a relationship, when you are having like a deep, you know, one-on-one conversation, like what do I want out of this relation or any relationship? What do you want out of it? You know, how do you feel about this? It's like, it's things like that. You're getting a lay of the land, but you are on your way to victory. That's honestly, and I love also the fact that you do have, I don't know, there's something about the Hangman with the Magician, which makes me just feel like you just had like a sudden, like almost burst of, I was gonna say imagination, but that's not what I meant. Like inspiration. You had like maybe a change of mind, maybe a change of heart, maybe you got new information that was like, okay, wow, like that turned the whole game around. Like that's definitely the energy that I get from your current situations. If that sounded like you, or, you know, I don't know. I'm feeling it though, Aquarius. This is like, also I feel really easily tapped in. I just like totally slid into this video. I didn't even plan it. I am on vacation right now, but I love Aquariuses. I love you guys. You know, so and it's way past due. These videos took a little bit longer. Here we have it again with the Ace of Pentacles. Golden opportunity. When I see this card, I hear opportunity is knocking. So answer the door. That's what I want to say. All right, let's get into the summer prediction. What is going to come about for you? Intelligent, brilliant, mastermind. You guys, you're sitting pretty. Like, that's what I hear. Like, I feel like you're right at the beginning of the summer. You are right at the beginning of starting this summer project, this summer fling, this new relationship, this new job, I just feel like there's a lot of newness, and I feel like you like got to it by basically knowing what you were doing. That's what I want to say. I do want to pull this card. The Queen of Pentacles. I feel like that is you. That is definitely you, even though Pentacles is earth energy and maybe you have earth in your chart. But the Queen of Pentacles is like, she knows what she wants. She's like, almost, the Pentacles always, for some reason, remind me of law of attraction. Like manifesting, putting it out there, you kind of like, you learned how to do it, like you kind of mastered it. The Queen of Pentacles to me knows what she wants, and she has a lot of gratitude for it because she did the work. She climbed the ladder of gaining all of the pentacles and all of the lessons that came with going through that cycle in the cards of going through those pentacles, if that makes sense. And I feel like that's you, or what you're going to go through. Okay, so let's do Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What will happen this summer? Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's gonna happen? What's in store? Ooh. What did I was talking, the Moon. Oh, all of them got flipped. Look at that. Wow, we had a lot of cards. There's your respite card again, Aquarius. Take care of yourself. I think you have a lot going on, so you really need to amp up on that self-care. Stick to good routines. You got the King of Wands again. You got also a flipper in the deck. I'm not going to pull it, but Six of Cups reminds me of family, nostalgia, like almost early childhood family. So maybe you're going to pull some inspiration, whether it be a relationship, maybe you liked something that your parents did in their marriage, or maybe if you are, I really feel like there's a project manager. I don't know. Maybe if you're a project manager or you're starting a new business venture, you have just like done your research, like you know kind of the formula of how to be successful, but you're gonna put your own independent like perspective on it, and that is what's going to make you successful. So what's coming in for you? 10 of Cups. Right now, your current energy was the 9 of Cups, and your incoming energy for the summer is the 10 of Cups. I'm so happy. Okay, the Emperor. This is big boss energy. This is Aries. This is my way or the highway. This is, I'm forging a new path. I'm creating my own path. I'm going to kind of just like throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. But I don't even feel like Aquarius. I feel like you guys, there's so much, you're coming into this summer with whatever you're doing with so much like already like kind of figured out things. So I think that's why you have the Emperor, because you kind of already know where you're going. You know what you want. You have your eyes on the prize. I mean, yeah. Page of Pentacles. I did kind of see that this was going to come out when I was talking about the Queen of Pentacles, but this to me means that you are in observation mode. You are in observation mode. You're still studying the case. You're still analyzing what it truly is that you're trying to manifest. It could be, I'm getting something specifically about money with this. The Page of Pentacles. It's almost like maybe you want to, I don't know what this means, redirect your style. Hold on. there's something important about it because I knew that this was going to come up. You're taking your ideas in a different direction, and it might be different than like anybody was expecting. Like even if it was the boss that hired you or gave you the, you know, the title of the project manager, or if it is a relationship, the other person, they maybe thought that you were gonna go this way. See, this is the two ways that it could go. I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like you're reevaluating it. And okay, I've never seen this before, but his hat, to me, the detail of it, the drawing, it reminds me of an anatomical heart. I don't know why, and like how the scarf like comes and it's wrapped around and it's draped. It reminds me of, I don't know why I'm seeing an anatomical heart in his hat, but it's almost like you're using more of your heart. Because, you know, I'm not saying Aquariuses don't use their heart, but Aquariuses are very logical. They're air signs. It's all about the mind. It's about, you know, I said logic already, but that's what it reminds me of. And I feel like maybe also this is what it's advising you to do. And we are going to pull from your subconscious to figure out what your subconscious has been trying to tell you. Maybe that you haven't been like fully connecting with. It's literally just advice from yourself. Which Aquarius, who better to give advice to yourself than you? But this Page of Pentacles, you're analyzing even matters of money, like with your heart, which I think with a good amount of balance is a good thing, because when you feel good about something, to me, I don't feel like you can ever go wrong. Like, because I think life is supposed to feel good more than it doesn't. I think, like, I feel like Aquarius, I feel like you're just being super imaginative, but you're doing it with this sort of like, I wouldn't be surprised if I like pulled out the Hierophant, but, there's just something about it that's like, you're going about it in a traditional way. Hold on, now I kind of got lost because I kind of like, it was doing like the two things. Like I see one way, you're going super traditional because you're like staying close to like your heart, like that Six of Cups, like your nostalgia. And on the bottom of the deck, you do have the Moon. So that traditional route could be connected or linked to your emotions, and like, I'm going to make emotional decisions, or decisions kind of inspired, not rooted in, Aquarius, not rooted in, but inspired by your heart. Which is a great thing. But then there's this other side, because the other card that you'd have is the Eight of Swords, which to me, the Eight of Swords is kind of like you're beating yourself up, like you're picking on yourself and like your mind, and it's almost like self-imprisonment in your mind, because this card is so funny, because I always think, I don't know why, that this character in it put him or herself, their self there. They bound themselves, they put the blindfold on, they surrounded themselves with the swords, and that could be your logical decisions. You like, maybe the other route is you just like not trapped yourself, but you just made logical decision after logical decision that you didn't have any, that you don't, because it's present tense, or I'm sorry, future tense, that you kind of forgot to leave a little bit of wiggle room for yourself. So I would kind of just advise, you know, to not, just kind of indulge, like maybe ask, you know, what does your heart feel about it, even if it isn't in alignment, and you're still going to make the logical decision or the mind-based decision. Still offer yourself the space to like ask yourself, how do I feel about this? Because for whatever reason, to me, I feel like it's important, especially with the Ten of Cups, because cups, like I said, is emotion, it's feelings. So I don't know. So the final card you have is Judgment. This is also known as the Resurrection card. So I kind of feel like whatever this thing that you're going through is, I feel like it's kind of like your redemption story a little bit. There's something about it. It's kind of giving me redemption story. And I keep seeing that Six of Cups in my mind, and I should have maybe just kept it out, but I just feel like, maybe, I don't know why I just heard this, and it may be really specific to just one person, but I just heard that you're righting the wrongs that you did in the past, and that can even be for yourself. It could just be like choosing a new way to approach looking at things. That's what I feel from this Page of Pentacles, and I don't know why, but the Page of Pentacles, out of all of these cards that are sitting here, I feel like is the most important out of what's gonna come out of your summer. So, I feel like they're telling me to clarify something. They're telling me to clarify judgment. So let's clarify your last judgment. That was easy. Oh, you got the World card. Are you kidding me? 78 cards. And you got 2 of the major arcanas. There you go again. Third time that card has come out. You have got to keep up on your rest. I feel like you're going to be doing so much. You're going to be accomplishing so much, and it is draining you. Also to get the 10 of Pentacles, which is the everything card in your shadow. You're creating your legacy. This is, I feel like, why did I just go southern? I feel like, Aquarius, that, yeah, this is like opening new doors for you. And I don't know why I just went southern. Cute. Damn, you got the Sun card. 5 of Pentacles, which to me is like, don't call attention to your weaknesses. If things go awry, if things go wrong, you know, take it into account, but don't let it sway the rest of your project. Don't let it sway the rest of the relationship. King of Cups. And you did actually have the Queen of Cups. Those are divine counterparts. You got the Magician again. Aquarius, you're just in a pole position. You're just in a power play. I really think, I feel also like I'm listening to myself back just over the last 20 minutes. I feel like I keep saying the word decisions, and maybe that's why at the beginning I could see like 2 sort of outcomes, 2 paths. So Spirit just told me just now to do like 3 cards for one outcome and 3 cards for the other. And you can interchange them. I mean, just like I always say, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That Page of Pentacles, though, that's you right now. You're rebranding, you're redirecting, you're coming up with new ways to spend money, or new ideas to spend the money, or, you know, I keep going back to the relationship too. It's like maybe through reflection, temperance, be patient. Know that everything is coming in divine timing. I just feel like if it is in a relationship, and it also could be both for all of you Sun, Moon, and Risings Aquariuses, it could be work and love kind of have this like similar parallel vibe, and that could be the 2 paths. But I feel like in relationships, if you offer yourself that space, and maybe that's why I saw the heart in his cap, if you offer yourself space to truly be transparent with yourself, Aquarius, be transparent with yourself and ask yourself, how do I actually feel about this? How does this make me feel? In relationships, I'm not saying like nitpick every little red flag, but if something keeps, and this could go like also with like work life, it could go with, you know, all of those other aspects. If something is popping up and it doesn't make you feel good, you either need to communicate and like clarify, talk it out, or you need to then like set the boundary and say, to me, you know what's funny? I read the Devil card completely differently than any other tarot reader that I've found on YouTube. I feel like this represents pulling your shadow out of the closet and being like, okay, what's up? What do we need to work on? What boundaries do we need to set? To me, it's your shadows. It's you pulling your shadow self by the collar out of the closet and being like, look, what are we gonna do? If I could rename the devil card, it would be the transparent card, or like the shadow work card, because I feel like when this pops up in readings, and it's different for everyone, right? And even in personal readings, it pertains differently at that point, right? Because you're asking specific questions. But in this instance of a general reading, because this was actually at the bottom of the deck after I shuffled the first time, but pull it out, pull all the stuff out, go through all of it. Like, you are, like I said, you are the executor of power right now, so you can kind of just see what sticks, see what doesn't. Like, you can, and I think it's going to untangle also a lot of your like emotional or mental blocks, because you're finally in a position where you can test things and see what works and what doesn't. Okay, I'll stop there. Pull that card. They're wanting me to do the outcome, so I'll put that in the middle because I feel like that actually is like perfect, because it could go either way. Okay, so we're gonna do outcome A. Outcome A for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising after their summer ends. Okay, perfect. I just wanted 3. Empress, 6 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is setting down a burden or burdens, putting away those things that no longer serve you. Stop doing that thing. Stop thinking that thought. It's not serving you. The Empress, tarot readers on YouTube love to say perpetually pregnant. Her knees are spread apart. She, to me, like her dress is made of like stardust. She gets whatever she wants because she knows her worth. Okay. And you did have the Emperor. So there's also, again, divine counterparts, or just, strong relationships. I do feel like a lot of this stuff has to do with relationships, even though Aquarius, you're like approaching all of it coming from an introspective point of view. I do feel like all of these decisions and all of these like moving parts and pieces do have a lot to do with other people, if that makes sense. But it's really, everybody's just like a mirror to you. And this is a general concept, or, thought, philosophy maybe, that everybody in the world is just a mirror, is a reflection of you that's illuminating or showing you a different part, bringing out a different part of you. And I feel like through this summer, it's just gonna be a lot of, like I just heard, forced reflection. All the people you're gonna deal with, all the things that are gonna come up maybe from the past of like, oh, I made this mistake when I did this. Oh, I watched that person do that and it didn't work, or it did work. I liked what they did. I liked what I did back then. That worked for me, that sort of thing. And then the last one you got was the 6 of Pentacles. This to me is learning how to balance in your decision making. It's like, is the risk worth the potential payoff? To me, the answer is always yes, because I feel like you always gain something out of taking a risk, whether or not it's your intended objective, or like the final project is like specifically exactly what you wanted. It's about the journey, and along the way, you're gonna learn so many lessons. I feel like this summer is honestly you just like learning lessons. I don't know. I'm feeling a lot for you, Aquarius, obviously. Okay. Outcome B. Outcome B for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, well, they wanted to give you a lot. Once again, 4 of Wands, the marriage, the union, and again, the 10 of Cups. Oops. 7 of Swords. To me, this is like, yeah, and once again, like you have the 8 of Swords before. To me, this is like the introspection, like right before you start overthinking everything. You, Aquarius, I feel like get super like twisted and maybe lost in your mind, or like you twist your mind or your mind tries to twist you. And it's like this silent battle. That's how I feel about Aquarius is. of like, oh my God, like what's right, what's wrong, oh my God, what's in the middle, where do I fit into that? But I'm looking at everything objectively. To me though, the Seven of Swords is like true introspection. It's like taking stock of, making a list of what works, what doesn't, what am I going to keep in my life, what do I want to keep working on, what do I want to keep working towards, and what stuff just isn't sticking or it just isn't me anymore. You got the Two of Wands. You have the Four and Two of Wands. Cool. Two of Wands, to me, whenever I see this card, the world is in your hands. Two of Wands to me, so minor arcana are like minor life events, but I feel like this is like a huge, like I feel like this is a really powerful minor event in your life, because I feel like this is you at the edge of the world. This is you in like a really good situation, position, and this is actually what I feel like you are at like right now. And so maybe this is, you know, validating that, but it could be the outcome of this is like harmony. I mean, like that's what I see when I look at even just these. That's harmony. That's everything coming into balance. That's believing that, you know, perfect. Believing that what you're doing and the work that you're doing is important, even if you're not seeing the results right in this very second. Know that when you are taking chances, taking risks, when you're creating things, when you're exercising actions, like in movement of creating more or in search of a goal, it's like, because you got the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, yeah, you're really like reflecting through all of this that's like going on. I don't think, see, and that's the thing, I don't even think one of these outcomes is better than the other. Oh, and then in the middle you have the Fool. To me, that's your advice. Be the Fool. Jump off the cliff. See what works. Doesn't matter if you don't know like what's gonna happen. Just jump. You know? Okay. We are going to get some cards from your subconscious. They are wanting me to wrap it up. Your subconscious is wanting me to wrap it up, not even my spirit guides. They're like, please end it, woman. Okay. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, subconscious. What would you like to tell yourself? What is something that you feel is the most important that you need to know right now? Subconscious. Messages from your subconscious. What is the most important thing that you would like to tell yourself? What is the most important thing that you would like to tell yourself? Oh my dear. Okay. All right. The one that fell. Seven of Wands. You got 3 sevens in your reading. To me, that is major looking inward, looking outward. Is it in alignment? Is it matching up? What is everything? I was gonna say, make sure nothing is off kilter. You're gonna be busy. That's why you kept getting that Four of Swords. You're gonna be busy this summer. You're doing a lot. You're doing a lot of like soul work, mental work, work, relationship work, self-discovery. Like, holy shit, you got a lot going on. You got the Star. That's your card. That's you and your energy. That's what your subconscious wants you to tell you. This is you. This is what you were made for. This is what you were born for. This summer is gonna bring you so much clarity. You got a lot of wands, which is fire, which is creation. You got the Seven of Wands. You got the Two of Wands again. You get the Five of Wands, which to me is like, it's like an energy that feels like it's chaos and you're in the middle of it, but there's actually no fighting. Like there's nothing going on. It's just you in the midst of a lot going on in like that chaotic energy where Aquarius, you can feel everybody, but it actually has nothing to do with you. Remember when you're a leader, to not take people, I mean, in general, don't take anybody personally. That's what I feel like your subconscious is saying with that 5 of Wands. Don't take anybody seriously. You have the world in your hands. That is what your subconscious wants to tell you. 7 of Wands. I don't know why, but the fight is nearly over. Knight of Swords. This is you also in your energy. He is going back. He's the only, no, he's not the only one. But he's going backwards. So it's almost like he's charging into the past to, I just heard cut through the bullshit. But like, it's serious introspection. Because then you also have another wand card. You have the 9 of Wands, which is, it's kind of like you made it through this shitstorm. You're wounded, but you're still alive. You're still holding yourself up. You learned a lot from it. 3 of Pentacles, doing your due, working on what you got to work on. 9 of Pentacles. She keeps 6 pentacles for herself and she gives 3 away. She knows what's good for her while still being able to help others. But she has to help herself first so she can keep giving those pentacles away. Keeping yourself, you know, in the balance. The last one you got, I don't know. I just don't feel... I mean, maybe it's your subconscious telling you, 4 of Cups, don't pout when things don't look like they're going your way. I think that was pretty simple. That was just what it was. All right, Aquarius. To tie off the reading, I don't have my oracle cards. But you know, it's funny. I pulled, because I actually did your reading a couple days ago, but the video got deleted. It was number 44, the Seeker from the Rose Oracle. The Seeker to me is like the alchemist. He's like, he has to go on the journey to realize that he already had it at the very beginning of the story. And to me, that is your whole summer's journey, is like you're doing all of these big monumental things. You're going through all these big transitions and changes because you're the one who is starting the chain reaction of the changes. You are taking your reality into your own hands. You're taking your power back into your own hands. You're making not only all of your decisions, but you're making a lot of important decisions. And I mean, clearly, obviously to me, like the whole time for you to get 3 sevens is like, pay attention to what you go through and what you've been through. And yeah, do it. Do it, Aquarius. You got it. I'm not even worried about you. I don't think you are either. All right. I hope you enjoyed that reading, Aquarius. Like, comment, share, subscribe, do all the fun things if you liked it. I'm going to link my PayPal in the description if you would like to tip, or I don't know, just want to click a link. Yeah, all right, Aquarius. Have a great summer. Stay true to yourself. Follow your heart. Listen to your head, but follow your heart. I love that idea, that philosophy. Listen to your heart. No, listen to your head, listen to your mind, but follow your heart ultimately. And I think even that was like the main message from your subconscious. Just pay attention, be cognizant, be aware, because there's a lot. Obviously, there's a lot. All right, I will see you guys next time for your next reading.